this plant will have by far the most sophisticated pollution control equipment of any wood-fired power plant in New England, and it will meet and exceed all of the state standards regarding air emissions. And those standards are all established for the very purpose of protecting the health and welfare of all of its citizens. This project would essentially pay for 45% of the property tax. I mean, the economic impact of this project on the state, you can't be overemphasized. The number of jobs that it produces, and they're all good jobs, they're clean jobs. I mean, this is a renewable energy project, but what it does is, this project will spend about $31.5 million a year in and around the region, whether that's through direct labor, whether that's through indirect labor, or whether that's through the harvesting of the forest products. And that's not talking about the benefits to the farmers. That's not talking about all the benefits by being able to have close access to arguably some of the greenest pellets made anywhere in the country. And I say greenest because we're able to utilize a lot of waste energy to produce them. So I think it's a fantastic project, and I'm very comfortable with all the technology that we've chosen. That's going to stand on its own. So I think it's a great project. From a political perspective, well, everyone we've spoken with so far is very, very supportive of the project. They understand the technology. They understand that biomass plants, clean biomass plants, are not new. There's 12 of them in Maine, there's 6 of them in New Hampshire, 2 right here in Vermont. They've been in operation, all those plants have been in operation for a long time, a very successful history. And the newest technology is just that. It is the newest technology, which is even light years ahead of that older technology. And many of the existing facilities have also upgraded. The McNeil project has done a great job, and they've recently, I say recently, within a few years, have significantly upgraded their pollution control equipment as well. But biomass plants have a long history, a very good history. There's lots of evidence of the type of neighbors they make, and everybody we've talked to has been very, very supportive. We understand that there are some people that are concerned, and the nature of the concerns that I'm hearing seem to be based on either misconceptions or not good information as to various different things. For example, what is the actual emissions of the facility, or what is the available resource, and is this sustainable, and things like that, which are very good questions and very good concerns. But again, because of the nature of them, I think that a lot of those concerns are going to be alleviated when people have an opportunity to understand the facts and speak with some of the people that have done the research and have the answers, so to speak. You use the word smoke. Smoke implies, to me, an incomplete burn where you smell the burning of wood like you would in a wood stove that wasn't running that well or anything else. You don't smell smoke from a biomass power plant. So emissions, or smoke, as you would say, are controlled by a number of ways, but the most simply, the entire combustion process is monitored similarly to the combustion in your car. And the computer control system is constantly adjusting to make sure that you have what you'd call a complete combustion. It's very similar to your car. So that's probably one of the primary pollution control components, is proper, complete combustion. Between the pollution control equipment and the the stack, no individual ever gets subjected to any, harmful amounts of any emissions. Very similarly, you wouldn't have an open wood stove in your living room and sit there and breathe it, but you're certainly not harmed when your wood stove exits your chimney, neither is your neighbor. It's the same principle from a power plant's perspective. It's just a bigger wood stove. I said the 248 process is probably one of the most vigorous in the country. So it's a great opportunity for people to find out exactly what a project is all about, and I think ultimately become very, very comfortable that it's a great project.